4 nautic, guys. So we'll get all the lights put on top. Get the top deck taken off, and I'll show you a couple of pictures of it inside. So bear with me. So we got the top deck off okay without breaking anything. As I only tacked it down in places in case I did need to remove it, and just as well as I didn't go too mad on the gluing, because it's screwed down here. There's two wee tiny screws. You don't really see them against the blast doors where when the planes are taken off. So there's a most of the wires. So we've got those LEDs, the ones that I was working with, I spoke about earlier in the video. They're green. They're shot. They're working, but they're very dim. Those ones were the white ones, and here. So there were 6 white I put into it. Back then it was pretty bright, so it was when the lid and all was on it, or the top deck. These are all actually glued in place. Now when I got this, there was no floor in it at all. What you see here, this void is completely the full length of the ship. So I just kind of scratch build it. It's not the tidiest, but you don't see it when all the top deck's on anyhow. Now at that particular time, it's over about 20 odd years ago since I'd done this, so I didn't go too crazy on the scratch building. Just made it look simple and just enough to see lights in it and a couple of planes here and there. I remember making those wee barrels and then those wee crates just out of ordinary wood. The wee barrels are actually toothpicks, just chopped down and painted yellow. But there is a company called Black Dog that does a lot of aftermarket parts for these particular ships. So what I might do is just order a lot of parts for it, PE parts, and detail it up some more inside. That part of what it is now, and look at all the railings put around it, because there's no railings at all with the original kit itself. What you've seen here before I took the lid off is what was in the box. No PE at all. So we don't call it take the front of it off, because there's really nothing down there. There's no point. So just going to leave it well alone, and we'll get stuck into the lights. So bear with me. There you go, guys. The first set of lights in. There's 6 there all together. 3 at the front and 3 at the back here. So still to put another few in, mainly in the stern here, but to put them on the roof when it goes on, and it'll shade down there like a green. I'm doing that. So here we shot in the dark, as you can see, it's nice and bright. Then when you get the flight deck on, you can kind of see what's going on in there. And then the same for the opposite side of the R door. So what I will do is put a wee filter over the lights to bring them down a bit, because I think they're just too bright. But we'll get there. So we'll catch us later. Hi guys, Shimmy here. I'm back again with another update on the CVN 65, the Enterprise 1350 scale by Tamiya. I bought this kit in around 94 and didn't build it till early 2000s. But I built this straight out of the box. There's no PE work at all with this. What I have done and ordered a lot of PE work for it from Edward, Big Edward. It's very an extensive range they have for it, and a load of warships. There was no railings at all with this, so there's a lot of railings I've ordered, and I've got to rake a lot of other different bits and pieces for it. Too much to go into just now. As I say, I got all the lights until last night, the main hangar deck, and one round the back here. Get this to focus. So we're still to put the other lights in on the other side. So I didn't go too crazy on detailing this up when I bought it back then. Just put that false floor in it because there was no point in having the doors down. There was nothing inside, just an empty hull. So put a false floor in it, a couple of planes in it, and a few other wee bits and pieces, just so as you could have the doors opened. So there's a light, an SMD has to go in there just above the boat, which would be green, I think, and the same for the other side. So all the planes I have for it, I'll have to get repainted and new tassels on them. Where's the other boat? There's the white. There's a green light has to go in above that. There's a couple of things I broke off it last night, but they were clean brakes, so one of the ramps, that'll just glue back on again. And the crane just come right off. It's holding square there. So I'll just glue it back straight back onto it again. There's no damage at all, just a clean brake. So all these have to come off. And there's foliage to go on here when they arrive. And the same for the ramps. Loading bay, or what do you want to call it. This all has to come off. There's foliage goes along it. And the same for the other two. The control tower, I've actually got stripped down at the minute. I'm putting new SMDs into it. Then I'll weather it all down towards the end of it. So we're going to get a night shot here. Sorry guys, it's blurring out with that back feed in the white. See if I can bring the colour down a bit. As far as I can be able to get it down without turning the video black and white. Where am I? Right, bring it down. Right guys, away. So I'll just build this one at my leisure, so I will, in between the other builds. Right, speak to you all later. Bye.